A North Idaho woman dragged from a Coeur d'Alene town hall, taking the next step in her legal battle. What we know about her new attorney coming up.
An incoming system brings a chance of showers to the region tomorrow afternoon. Once it moves out, we've got a beautiful week ahead.
Oh, I'd absolutely love to live downtown. I think that'd be great.
Spokane is growing and housing is a big concern. In our ongoing Boomtown coverage tonight, the unique place the city is looking at as a potential for more housing.
Good evening and thank you for joining us for KREM 2 News at 5. I'm Mark Hanrahan.
It's good to have you here tonight. I'm Whitney Ward. Our top story tonight is an update on the North Idaho woman who was dragged out of a Republican town hall event in Coeur d'Alene. Today she took her next step in her legal fight. Dr. Teresa Borenpol has now hired an attorney.
We broke this story for you online and on KREM 2 News at noon today. KREM 2 Shannon Mowdy has more on what we now know. Shannon?
Boise-based attorney Wendy Olson confirmed to me this morning she will represent Dr. Borenpol, but she was unable to comment any further. But we do know she has experience litigating and winning high-profile cases in North Idaho. Within hours of her forced removal from a Kootenai County town hall, donations started pouring in for Dr. Teresa Borenpol's legal fight. An online fundraiser since raised more than $330,000. A friend says Borenpol was denied her freedom of assembly, freedom of speech, and her right to be free from unlawful detention. Lear Asset Management security guards pulled Borenpol from her seat after she heckled speakers at the Kootenai County Republican Central Committee's town hall. While Olson couldn't say what kind of legal action they may take in this case, we do know she has a history of successful and expensive litigation in Kootenai County.
The statements that were made were false. Mr. Posey did not expose himself.
Back in May 2024, she helped Eric Posey, a North Idaho drag performer, with his defamation case against a conservative blogger.
Why did no one arrest the man in a dress who flashed his genitalia to minors?
Summer Bushnell accused Posey of exposing himself during his Pride in the Park performance in 2022. She posted an edited video. Coeur d'Alene police later proved that blur hid the real truth. Posey didn't expose himself. Jurors unanimously awarded him more than $1 million. KREM 2 did reach out to the Kootenai County Sheriff's Office. We were told there is no comment. We are also still waiting to hear back from the Kootenai County Republican Central Committee. Shannon Mowdy, KREM 2 News.
All right, Shannon, thank you very much. Also tonight, we are following a KREM 2 investigation. The Meade School District has been found in contempt by a Spokane County judge for withholding evidence in the ongoing hazing investigation. This is a story that KREM 2 broke exclusively for you back in 2023 after several Meade High School football players claimed they were assaulted and harassed by fellow teammates. At least 4 families have now filed lawsuits against the district for failing to properly respond to the incident when it was first reported and for failing to protect their kids.
Back in December, a court order was issued mandating the release of internal communications, but the court said the district did not comply and instead engaged in numerous delay tactics. We did reach out to the district today for a comment, and we'll get to that comment in 1 second. The Meade district now has 21 days to provide all of the requested documents and emails. If they fail to comply, they'll be fined $2,500 a day.
And in a statement today, attorney Marcus Sweetser told KREM 2 no family should have to fight this hard for the truth. He said this decision forces the district to stop obstructing justice and acknowledge its failures so finally we can begin the process of real accountability and reform.
We also reached out to the district today. They released a statement about an hour ago stating, quote, Meade respects the court order, but they go on to state it's inaccurate and unfair to say there was stone falling or obstruction. If you'd like to read that full statement, you can head to our website right now. That's KREM.com. Well, tonight police are investigating a stabbing that happened in downtown Spokane near Washington and 2nd Street. Police told KREM 2 a person was stabbed in their own room at the downtown motel. Police arrested the suspect and charged them with second-degree murder.
That a motel front desk employee told KREM 2 the victim was making breakfast as his door was physically opened. The suspect was not a tenant. They said their relationship is still unknown. The victim was then taken to the hospital with serious life-threatening injuries. Authorities say there's no threat, though, to the public. A Boomtown update in Spokane tonight. The city is bracing for a population boom with more than 23,000 new residents expected in the next 20 years.
Tonight, the city council is set to approve a crucial land study that will shape where and how the city grows. It is a required step in the updating of the city's comprehensive plan. Here are the top 3 findings. The study confirms Spokane has enough space within city limits to accommodate the projected population increase by the year 2046. New housing growth is expected to be concentrated downtown, transit corridors, and mixed-use areas like the South Logan Development Zone.
The city is considering zoning and land use changes in the Logan neighborhood to develop a more walkable neighborhood featuring more affordable apartments. The study also highlights underused downtown parking lots as prime locations for new housing and mixed-use development.
KREM 2's Amanda Rowley took a closer look at what it could mean for downtown parking lots as the city looks for more room for housing.
She's joining us now from downtown. Amanda?
Well, Mark and Whitney, I know even the thought of losing parking spaces downtown is not always a welcomed idea, but the city's recent land capacity study found that parking lots like this here in downtown Spokane are an untapped opportunity for additional housing, something that the city desperately needs.
Spokane anticipates a population increase of 23,000 by the year 2046. A new land capacity study says the city has space for this growth, but where? One suggestion is building housing on downtown parking lots.
Oh, I'd absolutely love to live downtown. I think that'd be great.
Davis Hacker is a Spokane college student who's recently experienced challenges with housing availability. He likes the idea of replacing downtown parking lots with housing options he could take advantage of.
Finding places to build apartments in general is going to be super tricky, and I think using spaces that might not be best for parking or just laying empty and turning those into apartment complexes or housing of some sort would be beneficial to everyone.
In this map, the city's recent land capacity study identifies surface parking lot parcels in the downtown core. The areas highlighted in blue represent parking lot parcels with the potential for becoming housing and mixed-use spaces. The study estimates nearly 800 of these parcels downtown could be developed into housing. It says, at most, that would accommodate housing for nearly 630 people. The study recognizes the need for parking isn't going away, but it claims the city's parking needs can be addressed through structures and other solutions that take up less land, allowing space for other uses, like residential units.
Now, this is just one key finding from the city's land capacity study. To be clear, we won't see any changes happen overnight. This study is purely being used to help inform future policy, as the city right now is working to update its comprehensive plan. That update is due in 2026. Reporting in downtown Spokane, Amanda Rowley, KREM 2 News.
All right, Amanda, thank you very much. Let's talk weather now. After a beautiful weekend, Monday kicked off on a pretty nice note.
Yes, it did. Chief Meteorologist Jeremy Legoo is live in the Weather Center tonight with a spring-like forecast.
A spring-like forecast, of course, has a little bit of rain in it, but it's not much. 48 degrees is where we currently sit, and that was after the sun came out this afternoon. Feels more like 44, but that's not all that much colder. 48 here in Spokane, 49 up in Deer Park, 44 in Coeur d'Alene, and near 50 out in central Washington. Still a little bit warmer there as the sun sets across Washington state. Here we go. A little bit of moisture up in North Idaho. That is just a sign of things to come. I think we'll see a little bit of cloud cover build overnight, then a little bit of shower activity starting tomorrow afternoon, but more widespread rain arriving tomorrow evening. Up in the mountains, around 2 inches of snow out of this thing, and then it moves out and it's all about the sunshine. The sunshine once again. Tomorrow, 48 degrees, 49 on Wednesday as the sun comes back out in the afternoon. Thursday, we're back in the 50s, and then it looks like we get even warmer headed into the weekend, but it also looks like we have a chance of rain arriving Saturday.
All right, Jeremy, thank you. President Trump has reached a deal with a Taiwanese company to invest in production here in the U.S. What this means coming up.
An early morning earthquake shook western Washington, and an expert weighs in. That story coming up in less than 3 minutes.